For the first time ever, 48 teams will compete for football's biggest prize. That means more matches, more players, more drama, and most importantly, more opportunities for history to be made. Records that have stood for years could finally fall. Some may be broken by entire teams. Others could be shattered by the biggest stars in world football. So today, we're looking at 6 World Cup records that could be broken in 2026. Let's get started. Most goals in a single World Cup. The first record is perhaps the easiest one to predict: the most goals scored in a single World Cup. The current record was set at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, where fans witnessed an incredible 172 goals throughout the tournament. But in 2026, that number could be blown away. Why? Because the World Cup is getting much bigger. Instead of 32 teams, there will now be 48, and with more teams comes more matches. In fact, the total number of games will increase from 64 to 104. That's 40 extra matches. Even if the average number of goals per game drops slightly, the sheer number of fixtures makes it highly likely that the total goal record will fall. More matches mean more chances to score, and more chances to create history. Most cards in a single tournament. Modern football is becoming faster, more intense, and more competitive than ever. And when the stakes rise, so do the fouls. Over the last few years, major competitions have seen an increase in yellow cards, tactical fouls, heated confrontations, and controversial moments. The World Cup record for the most cards in a single tournament was set in Germany in 2006. That tournament produced an astonishing number of bookings and dismissals, making it one of the most aggressive World Cups ever played. But with 104 matches scheduled for 2026, referees will have far more opportunities to reach for their pockets. More games mean more pressure. More pressure means more mistakes. And more mistakes often mean more cards. If the tournament lives up to its intensity, this long-standing record could finally be under serious threat. Most World Cup goals. Some records feel untouchable. This isn't one of them. Miroslav Klose currently holds the record for the most goals in World Cup history with 16. For years, that number looked safe. Now, not anymore. The first player who could catch him is Lionel Messi. The Argentine legend currently sits on 13 World Cup goals and may still feature in the 2026 tournament. If he does, only 4 more goals would be enough to move past Klose. But Messi isn't the only threat. Kylian Mbappé is right behind him with 12 goals already, despite having played in only 2 World Cups. Considering his age, talent, and France's strength as a team, many believe Mbappé is the favorite to eventually break the record. Even Harry Kane and Cristiano Ronaldo still have an outside chance. The race isn't over yet. And by the end of 2026, Klose's legendary record may finally belong to someone else. Most World Cup Golden Boots. Believe it or not, no player has ever won the World Cup Golden Boot twice. For decades, every tournament has produced a different top scorer. But 2026 could change that. Kylian Mbappé won the Golden Boot in Qatar after scoring 8 goals and carrying France all the way to the final. If he finishes as the tournament's top scorer again in 2026, he would become the first player in history to win the award twice. Of course, the competition will be fierce. Harry Kane remains one of the deadliest strikers in world football. Erling Haaland could finally make his World Cup debut. and several other elite forwards will be chasing the same prize. But if Mbappe delivers another extraordinary tournament, football history could be rewritten. Most World Cup appearances. When it comes to World Cup appearances, nobody has played more matches than Lionel Messi. The Argentine superstar currently holds the record with 26 appearances. And the crazy part? He could still extend it. If Messi decides to play in 2026, even a single appearance would increase his record. However, there is another man chasing him: Cristiano Ronaldo. The Portuguese legend currently sits just a few matches behind Messi and remains determined to compete in another World Cup. Unlike Messi, though, Ronaldo will likely need Portugal to make a deep run into the knockout stages if he wants to take the record for himself. One thing is certain: if both legends appear in 2026, the battle between Messi and Ronaldo will continue one final time. First back-to-back World Cup champion in 64 years. And finally, perhaps the most difficult record on this list: winning back-to-back World Cups. Only a handful of nations have ever done it. The last team to achieve the feat was Brazil, way back in 1962. That's more than 6 decades ago. Now, Argentina has a chance to end that drought. The reigning world champions remain one of the strongest teams on the planet. Their squad is talented, experienced, and knows exactly what it takes to win football's biggest prize. Repeating as champions won't be easy. In fact, it may be the hardest challenge in international football. But if Argentina somehow lifts the trophy once again in 2026, they won't just defend their title, they'll make history and become the first nation in 64 years to win back-to-back World Cups. The 2026 World Cup is shaping up to be one of the biggest tournaments football has ever seen. More teams, more matches, more stars, and perhaps more records than ever before. The question is, which of these records do you think is most likely to be broken? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more football stories, rankings, and unforgettable moments. We'll see you in the next one.